like I'm gonna have to go with this again. I don't like that. Yeah, orientation is locked. So apparently I've locked my orientation. Is that right? Maybe I could change that. Alright, I'm trying this. Orientation is locked still. I don't get it. What is the deal with this? Alright, so apparently I'm stuck in orientation. Does this cut out at all? Is this a cutout? Alright, well I'll just start in. Now I want to compare sleeping bags to regular king size, because I got 3 king size, and I found several sleeping bags. I can't really zoom out or anything, but pretty much the biggest difference is that the sleeping bag is slidey, so when I'm moving things around in this mess, because I sleep in this big pile of blanket, oh yeah, and I really should probably repair this. That's such a mess. But I can slide my sleeping bags around so much easier to get to them than I can my regular king size blankets. These are very sticky when I'm trying to get to them, trying to pull them out. They're so sticky when I want to pull them out. But I want to say that if I want to, I don't think I would want to have all bags, all sleeping bags, or all regular blankets, because it's just I think a mix would help. So today I want to repair my favorite sleeping bag that I found in Point Stevens. This sleeping bag is super thick. I think I still have a label on it. And I already sewed it one spot because this homeless person really damaged it. I sewed a patch on the sleeping bag already from a huge damaged spot. The damage occurred towards the bottom and the back. So this is the bottom, as you can see, and then towards the back, it's like they were pounding their feet on the sleeping bag a lot, causing it to rip. You can see this is towards the back, the upper back. There's a lot of dirt that caked in. It used to have a bad smell, but now it doesn't. I expected it to lose that bad smell. I saw people sleeping in sleeping bags in Phoenix. Yeah, that main rip. I think I got that. Oh, I just got one big rip that I gotta fix. But this sleeping bag, it's a little annoying. I stole it from a homeless I stole it from snakes, really. I stole it from water snakes, because there were water snakes left behind. The homeless people left their water snakes behind. I had to fight off 3 snakes to get to this sleeping bag. And they got mean. I got them on video fighting me. At least one small one. One big one, I was too scared to fight it. I just let it go where it wanted to. Who needs to go to the doctor? Doctors, I've been watching some YouTube videos for my knee, and apparently surgery is not a good idea, so I'm not going to do surgery for it. I'm just gonna get that repair. I'm just gonna keep trying to fix it myself. In fact, I'll show you my knee fixer that I made. Let's see here. Okay, my knee fixer. Okay, so this is my knee fixer, and you can see I drilled 3 holes. All right, that's for my feet. This spot is for my knee, and then this is my handle. So I got oh, my heart. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we were gonna talk about my knee. All right. Okay, we'll put that back then. All right, my knee, my heart. I've noticed, yeah, I've been having some problems, and it's the upper body issue with the upper back. Now, I've been getting some relief with my heart issues. It hasn't been like feeling too tight lately because I've been finding a lot of grapes around. All right, oh, this onions. A lot of these wild grapes, and they're kind of old now. They might be a little moldy. Not too bad. So these grapes, and I even eat the seed, okay? The seed is edible too. You see these, and I haven't really chewed on them too much lately, but look at how much they stain. These grapes stain red. Okay, see that? That's a stain from a natural grape. It mimics the blood, so I think, and the seed, of course. I think the red juice and the seed have been, because the seed has rutin, R-U-T-I-N, and that fixes the inner walls of the veins and the arteries, all the circulatory system. I wouldn't say it's just about the fiber. I would say it's the phytochemicals, maybe the phytofiber. It's a unique property that helps with the heart. I've been getting some relief by consuming the grapes. I'm gonna run out though, and then my heart will go bad again. I need to find a clinic. Well, I haven't really been looking for a clinic. I don't need any. I don't want any. I don't want any drugs or operations. But yeah, last night was pretty rutin. I need to buy some rutin extracts. Yeah, rutin is found in, what's this stuff called? Rutin is found in this stuff. Okay, you see that? It's a grain. It's not alfalfa. Buckwheat. Where rutin is found in buckwheat, but there's a side effect to it in that it causes an overactive immune function. So I don't eat it a lot because it's not really sold a lot, and I don't have a big appetite for it. And then rutin is also found in grape seeds. But you got to find those grape seeds because the stores have stopped selling. Grocery stores hate selling fruits that stain and have seeds. So they've phased them out. So you got to find these wild grapes in the wild. What? Oh, yeah, so yeah, rutin extract. I don't know about extract. There's 2 places you can get them. Get rutin. It's been studied. So just get those. Get the grapes with the seeds, all right? Have fun finding those. Peace of mind. Yeah, I'm 47, so I'm not young, and illness hits me pretty nasty these days. A lot of my problem is a lack of exercise. So I've been noticing the heart issues from poor posture, like sitting in this car. It's just the hunching over. I'll just sit and sit and sit, and it is very frustrating. I shouldn't be on this live stream sitting like this. It's getting a little warm. It was cold last night. It's just I just sit, just kind of sit like this, and it's such a poor posture. It affects my heart. I've been trying to fight it. I've been trying to fight my poor posture a lot with this, and I gotta say I love this unit. It's just a simple wishbone stick. You gotta break it to get your wish, right? Or you gotta have one person hold one end and another person hold the other ends, and whoever breaks off the biggest piece gets their wish. But I got something so thick now that I don't have the strength to break it. And I hope one day to break it physically, bust this thing in half, because then I'll get a thicker one. But right now that's okay. I'll work with my weakness. I can work with my weakness. These are fairly easy to find, and I just yesterday put some tape on for fun. I found some athletic tape, gives some grip. So working the back of my neck, and let me go get something. I was gonna make a comparison between this and something I sewed many years ago back when I was in Texas. So let me dig for it. It's yellow and I can see it pretty easily. When I see it, I know. Okay, I'm gonna need to get to the other side. It's over there somewhere, and I know I can access it from the outside of the car. So just a second. There it is. Yep. Okay. All right. Let me just show. I'll put this back here. All right. So for my heart, I got a little bit of a solution, and and I blame my bad posture. All right. And for a while, I was trying to fix my bad posture because it affects my burping. Sitting like this after a big meal scrunches everything down. Oh yeah, my heart, I could feel my heart beating sometimes. I don't like that. So that's not a good feeling. But I sewed this thing many years ago. All right, this head strap thing, and I'd be like trying to work the back of my head, and you could put weights on it. Well, I use this thing, this just as an example. It's it's a stick. It's two sticks together, but I would put a stick, and you remember it? Oh yeah, but I would just kind of like to work the back of my neck, and I hate this. I don't like this. I don't like this strap. This is a, you know, they sell these things. It's not the design, because this is almost like, this is better than what they're selling on the market. This head strap thing. All right. It does the same thing. I could put weight on it. It does the same exact, because I bought like 2 or 3 of them before I made this one. Okay, it's got all the comforts. It's got everything. It's got everything you can expect. But it's completely it's unsatisfactory. Okay, this thing is unsatisfactory, and I'm on the verge of tossing it. All right. It's great for transportation. Look at that. It bunches up. I could take this into the library with me if I want to, but it does nothing. It's no good. It's this that hits the back of my neck. Okay. I grab it, and I could just sit here, and I love this feeling. This is the feeling. It puts a little pressure on the collarbone, but all I got to do is raise my arms up, and now I got more meat that it's pushing against, and I work the back of my neck. All right, and I spend minutes and minutes just tensing the back of my neck, just tensing it. I enjoy it. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you want to take that good morning stretch. You're like, ooh, and you're tensing up the back of your neck and your upper back. Well, this is it. I'm pulling back. Also, I mean, if you really want to push hard too, you could put a little cushion back there. I was wearing this actually makes it comfortable enough. Just wearing a regular winter hat, that's enough of a cushion too. But also just taking a towel of some kind, putting it back there, and then just tensing back there, and it takes away all that strain that I put on the back of my neck from spending all day at the library staring down at my computer. I'm sitting there reversing that by looking up. In fact, I can still kind of look down, and I'm tensing my neck against my my forearms, because this is a very short unit. I cut this short so I could use it in the car, because I like to sometimes put it underneath my knee and then just curl my knee and actually feel a pump in my bicep inside my car. So I'm doing that to improve my posture. And I also have a bigger one for when I wake up in the morning. Okay. And this one's hard to replace. I'm looking for a replacement. But I got this big wide unit. Okay. And I just kind of, you know, I wrapped it a little bit. And I can do this exercise too. All right, but this isn't really for working the back of my neck. All right, and I think I could show it in the car. When I wake up in the morning, if I have a good wake up, if I had a good rest, I start exercising. I start squeezing my muscles, and I'll lay down in the back, and I'll just simulate. Let's say I'm laying down in the back. I pull this thing, and I have it like this, and I just start pulling. Like I'm rowing. I'm pulling it towards me. As soon as I wake up, I just grab it, and I just start pulling it. And I tighten up my back, and it's nice. Plus, then, on top of that, I'll put it above me a little bit. So I'm laying down, And I'm doing this. And I'm tensing everything, and it feels great. It always feels good to tense up them muscles early in the morning. It's like that morning rush of energy. So I take advantage of it immediately while I'm laying down, because sometimes I just, I'm in the Walmart parking lot, so I can't get out right away. So I'll just do exercises inside the car. And then of course with this one, I got more room, but it's bigger, and so I don't like to move it from its spot as much as the smaller one. So there's a little bit of a size difference between these. This is just for the bare minimum, because I kind of don't like keeping my hands up so high, but I mean, it's nice to be able to just pull it off to the side. It's off to the side, and just quickly pull it and use it. This, I have a better grip, or a better just range with that. And then you can see it's uneven, of course. Straight down, curve over. It makes for a nice wide, deal, and that's hard to replace. I can't find wide ones like this. But I switch it. I just kind of, now it's like that. Just for some uniformity. I don't have one side on the one side for too long. I'm constantly switching. What are people saying? Your law enforcement run-ins are less and less each year. Yeah, as I head east, I expect the eastern side to be worse. I don't know, maybe the west is more wild. So, yeah. I'm not really getting cop interactions as much. I'm thinking I'm trying to advertise more about my Daily Roamer channel on my car. I want to stop at like an Office Max or Office Depot. I think they got a car, you can make a little a car advertiser magnet thing, and I'd like to find something like that. And get something on the front of my car. I got something on both, just small things. I got one on the back and then two on the sides. So I'm kind of reaching a few more people by putting more advertising on the back of my car. And I just want something on the front, the hood of my car, possibly even the roof, just for fun. But my Daily Roamer channel is almost growing as fast as this channel, because I'm advertising on my car for Daily Roamer. It's about reach, because YouTube's not reaching anybody. I have to reach people myself, and my car is my best advertising. I don't want a big advertisement though, just some small ones. I think I'd like a couple on the front doors. I had a magnet on the front door, but it wasn't strong enough for driving, so it fell off when I got up to like 40 miles an hour. It just peeled right off, and it's on the road somewhere in some city. Yeah, Daily Roamer would be the primary, and then I just kind of say that I have other channels in my description if people look further. One guy many years ago said that he found out about my cop channel because he saw my Daily Roamer channel first. I just need to advertise better, because right now there's a soccer game going on, or several soccer games, and I'm surrounded by people. I can advertise. I could spray paint my car. This car, I'm taking this car to the ground with me, so I could just spray paint the car. What color goes good with gray? I wouldn't want it too flashy though. Get some stencil and then spray paint my car. Daily Roamer at YouTube. Just simple Yeah, Speedy Stitch here doesn't do embroidery very good. So yeah, I'm tightening up my upper back, my upper neck, and it just feels awesome. Just sitting here holding it, I'm amazed. And I will say, originally, and I was complaining about it on my channel, my health channel, that white and gray go good. I was pushing these sticks push around my heart. All right, and it was scaring me because I was getting lightheaded and a little dizzy from that. It was really strange to have that feeling of cutting off the blood here with the smaller sticks. Whoops. I use this one outside the car, this big unit. So this is the big one. And I was pushing on the chest, and it's like the heart, I think, puts blood out that way. So my body wasn't used to that pressure, and I was getting like heart issues, self-induced heart issues from squeezing that part of my chest. But that was a few weeks ago now, and I stopped getting that problem. I'm pushing on these part of my chest now, and I'm feeling fine. And I thought that I shouldn't be feeling any problems because I wear backpacks, and the backpacks go over my shoulders and they squeeze off the blood. But this is different. This is a different experience. But I mean, I've recovered from it. I think my circulation has changed in this front region. I guess if you put enough pressure on something, it's gotta adjust. Physically gotta adjust. So I've done that, and I'm enjoying this still. I'm not stopping until I start feeling problems, or stop enjoying it. And I enjoy this exercise. This is like a go-to when I don't have any motivation to do any other exercise. I'll just be like, okay, I'll just work my neck, and I'll just kind of hold myself. All right, and it's fixing things. All that sitting and staring down has caused me a lot of problems. Oh, years and years of stretching my neck, sitting in the car like this, sitting on the computer looking down like this, and never tightening the back of the neck. And now I am. Now I've actually found something I like to do. Unlike that head strap, which I threw the head strap somewhere. This is far superior to the head strap, because it's a more secure, hard fixture that has a real good purpose, and very easy to replace too if you live in woods. Yeah, sitting on those chairs, I don't like chairs that have hand rests, because I gotta spread my knees. I gotta be able to spread my knees, and if there's hand rests, oftentimes those limits my ability to spread my knees. And then just chairs that rock back, I don't like that. There's a lot of badly designed libraries. One thing that caused me problems with my kneecap, all right, I've been having kneecap pain since COVID, and some libraries choice to remove the chairs, like in Williston, North Dakota. They kept the desks but removed the chairs. Well, I stopped in one in like Texas, and I was so angry that they would let us into the library and then not provide any chairs at their desks. And so I kneeled down while using the computer for hours, and I was cutting into the knee, doing something on my left knee that it hurt that day, but and it wouldn't recover. But I was hoping, maybe just give it a few weeks. But I've been in pain ever since. It's been off and on, but it's never actually gone away. I did something to the back of my kneecap, kneeling down for hours and hours, and I've been suffering since. Now, when I want to go upstairs, go up hills, down hills, I buckle. My knee buckles from the pain because I bend it more than 15 degrees, 20 degrees, and I could fall down. If I had to run for my life, I wouldn't be able to. My knees, my leg muscles have lost a lot of strength because of that pain. I've got a permanent issue. I've got a handicap here, pretty much. It might not be quite arthritis, but it's definitely a developing handicap for me. And then sitting in the car, of course, it's a small space, so I'm in a confined area a lot. That's not helping. So I'm struggling with that. And I kind of think there's a little connection to my heart. So I showed these little units for the back of my neck. My neck is feeling a little pumped up now. I like that feeling. But also I want to attack my leg directly too. And that involves this unit. Okay, I drilled 4 holes, and that took a long time. Maybe, I think it takes, with a chisel, 1-inch chisel, it takes maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to drill a hole through a oak wood. So it took an hour and a half to 2 hours to drill through that with my hand. My hand got tired. I was breathing in a lot of sawdust, which is causing problems with my heart, because the tannins in oak is a toxin that kills sheep, kills cows if they eat the acorns. But also it's found in the bark and the inner bark. And so drilling holes and then breathing in the sawdust was giving me some problems, but it was worth it. In the end, it was worth it to get this thing, because this is my project for working my legs in a different way that I normally can't. If you head home, you could buy tools. Oh well, yeah, you could, but then I wouldn't be able to find the pieces of wood that I've come across. All these wood pieces I've found in my traveling. You only have so many choices on property around you, within maybe 100 miles of you. As I travel, I come across fallen trees and I take them. This was a fallen oak tree. The branch had an unusual shape where the branch goes straight out. So I could put my knee over that. And it's unlike a pine tree. Pine doesn't do that. That's not as straight. All right, like an oak has an unusual shape to it, and so I took advantage of it, cut it down, and I got a big old saw. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, I might cut myself pulling it. I spent $26 on a saw. All right. So I still have more plans for other wood projects. So I got a big old saw to cut through that oak, and it cuts through it like pretty quick. I had a smaller saw I was using, cut these smaller branches. It was no problem. But I got bigger ideas, slightly bigger ideas. Hydrogen peroxide. I've been drinking a lot of apple cider vinegar, but only when I eat my egg yolks. When I eat my eggs, I wash it down with apple cider vinegar. That's pretty decent, especially when I leave the eggs sitting for too long, like a couple of days in my car. I want to really wash them down with apple cider vinegar to make sure that it kills the any bacteria. But yeah, I put this. I don't use it for heartburn. No, it's just to digest the eggs. But yeah, I put this behind my knee, and then kick up. So let me. Oh yeah, okay. Macho's asking Tasha. All right, so this is for the knee, because I wanted a big piece for the knee. All right, and then I found that 3 holes is pretty useful. All right, to have 3 holes as opposed to 1. 3 holes is better for 1-inch sticks. So I'll put it in the back. All right, and they're just short little sticks because they have to be short, and they don't normally sit like this. I think they'll fall. Yeah, they fall like this. So 3 sticks for my feet. Oops. All right. So this is kind of like the leg extensions. All right. So I get my foot behind it. This is my most advanced project yet for trying to work my knee. All right. So I kick up like that. I kick up and get a little exercise that way outside the car. And it's unique, it's different. Because I need to work my knee. I can't squat anymore. I can't lunge. I have to work around the pain. And kicking doesn't cause nearly as much pain. So I'm doing that. I remember leg extensions always got my knees out of trouble. I love leg extensions, but you gotta go to the gym for them leg extensions. So I need something I can carry around with me, and I think I kind of have the idea here. It's not as satisfying as working both legs at once, but it does something which I have been doing nothing, because bicycling even hurts my knee. And I need to fix that. At the very least, it may not fix my knee, but it's warming my knee up so that I can get a little bit more out of it. Warming my knee up is more important now for like bicycling these days. But yeah, I got various art projects. This is for stretching mostly, because I put my heel in there for when I want to stretch the back of my leg, because I've noticed that just trying to push my heel on a picnic table or the roof of the hood of my car is painful. But when I push my foot onto the fleshy part of my foot, the calf, the tendon region, it's not as bad. It's nice, actually. It's comfortable. Who wants a cabin? You want to stay stuck in one spot? They got to keep moving. Look at all the migrants enjoying life. The migrants from South America are enjoying life more than any American right now. Moving around, seeing the different sights. You don't need to pay to go to Paris. You don't need to take a $1,000 flight to Paris to enjoy traveling. You can just travel on foot and enjoy life. So I got the attitude that the migrants should be welcome. I don't think they're going to stay. I think that they enjoy traveling so much that they'll just want to continue traveling and not just travel to New York and stay for the rest of their lives. I think they're going up and down, and they're trying to show us stupid Americans that we should be traveling south into South America and enjoying life. South America isn't that bad. They got the Amazon rainforest. I mean, there's a lot of resources in the Amazon rainforest. Why aren't we traveling more out of America? Why aren't we having big groups of Americans travel south and enjoy the sights and the pleasures of South America. They got the same kind of weather. It's just the south part of, it's like a little, it's opposite weather. As we're going into winter, they're going into summer in the far south, at least. Maybe not Venezuela, but, you know, why, why aren't we taking groups of Americans? And, that's what's going to happen if we get enough people in America. We'll be able to form those groups that it can travel down south. Instead, too many people are stuck in their houses, and I don't know if you're happy. I wasn't happy when I owned my house for 8 years. I was depressed. Yeah. Let's do a caravan through Mexico. Can we get over the Panama Canal? I hear that China owns it, so I'm a little nervous about that. But yeah, that type of traveling, I really want to travel the west coast of Canada all the way into Alaska. I would really love to do that. Take a caravan on the coast. I've really enjoyed California, Oregon, and Washington. I'd really like to continue that into Canada and into Alaska, staying on the coast. Take just a couple of years just to check it out, see them snow-capped mountains and all the sites. Oh yeah, the bugs are horrible. Even in north Wisconsin, they're seasonal. Okay, they're done now, but when they're in their full strength, it's horrible. You can just hear it zzz, all around the car, and they find ways in. There's so many of them. They just push each other around until they find some way to get in. When in the whole west half of the country, there were enough to, like in Idaho, when I was waiting for my trial in Idaho City, Idaho, there was mosquitoes. All right, but I didn't have the protections that I do now, and they were getting in a little bit, and it was annoying. But in North Wisconsin, it was horrible, and I hear that in Alaska it's pretty bad too. And yeah, in South Louisiana on the coast, the mosquitoes are horrible too. So I don't know exactly their patterns, but I'm more prepared, at least. More netting helps. Just yeah, there's protections. I didn't use any of the sprays. I just used a lot of netting, and I took some bites. And there's an insect that bit me 100 times overnight. That was not a mosquito. Okay, I don't know what it was, but I got 100 itchy welts overnight under my clothes. It was just kind of traveling around, biting me every so often, and that was the worst than all the mosquitoes together that bit me. The mosquitoes were annoying. They'd get in my ear and buzz, and just bite me, and it hurt. But the thing that was biting me under my clothes one night, I didn't feel it bite, but I felt the itch afterward, and then it just stopped. I had, yeah, the insect just died somehow, and it left all these welts that I itched, and then they got sores, scabs, and then the scabs, I scratched those, and then I was bleeding. It was a problem. I'm glad it was only one insect. I think it was only one insect. I don't know how it's possible that I couldn't feel it, see it, hear it, detect it, smell it. There's just, I don't know what it was, but it bit me from head to toe. Like it got me on my face and then on my feet. It got me head to toe. And it came out of the woods of the North Wisconsin. And I'm going back up next year. And I'll be more far east into Michigan. But I gotta, I think I was just getting a taste of what that insect is like. All right, that's just the beginnings of that insect. It could be worse more in Michigan for all I know. So yeah, whenever I try to put my shoulders back and my head back, I crack, my back cracks still, and I want to stop that entirely. I think I can achieve that with this, because if I tighten everything up over the years undo all the damage I've done from sitting down. Maybe I can reverse that damage. I'm still cracking, so there's a long way to go. But I hope to build up a really strong neck and better posture. So what was I saying? Sleeping bags versus king size bags. Now I made the comparison that sleeping bags are more slick, they're more slippery than the king size blankets. These king size blankets are very sticky. And I hate to compare them because they kind of work in between, they work with each other. You just, I don't know, I'll grab this one. You just have equal one on top of the other. So you have a slick one and then a sticky one. And I got about 4 sleeping bags and 5 or 6 blankets. So, and I kind of feel like I could use one more because they're providing a lot of cushion on the floor for me that I actually kind of need. The cushioning is very valuable, and when I want to start covering myself up for the winter, I have a lack of flooring and it's not as comfortable, so I might need one more bag at least. But I'm not going to buy it. I think I'm going to just look. In the cities I visit, I'm going to look for sleeping bags in the woods. All right. It's rare, but and out of that, when I went to Stevens Point, I walked in there. I was so surprised. It was along the Wisconsin River. Let's see, pathophysiology of rare conditions cause peanuts. Yeah, I keep peanuts within reach at all times, but I try not to overdo them. I move around and I find things. Okay, you can't do that when you're stuck at home, and it saves me a little bit of money. I mean, I find money sometimes. I found a $5 bill in some remote park. And I find things. I look for other things, but I come across things that I'm not looking for that I can use. I mean, I'm looking for neat looking sticks that I could use for fitness. I look for fitness sticks, fallen trees, but sometimes I come across other things as I'm looking. I'm not mushroom hunting. Sometimes I'm kind of herb hunting, like I look for grass that I can boil, because I still boil grass when I can find it. I don't keep a teapot for it. I just kind of boil grass as I'm trying to get the water to a boiling point in here. And then toss in some muesli or oats or something. Pull out the grass and then pour in the muesli. So I'll have that brown liquid from the grass tea, which has vitamins and minerals, and then mix that with muesli, which, you know, it adds nutritional flavor. And I don't even taste it, because it's like the grass tea is bitter by itself, but it's completely covered up with the taste of the muesli. The muesli's got such a strong taste. Everything sold in stores has a very strong taste to it. It was made to have a strong taste to make you addicted to it. So to have things that counteract that, like bitters and sours, because my grapes are kind of sour. All right, these natural grapes, they're not really sweet. They got more of a sour taste than a sweet taste. But I know that they're healthy for me, and I can counteract the. I like the sour a little bit, but I can complement the sour taste with some store-bought thing, something store-bought. But yeah, these are pretty decent. I still got a bunch. I'm holding on to them because There are some bugs in there, and there's a different smell going on, but I think they're okay still. I think they're designed to last a while. Oh, I can't eat all rotten eggs. I got to be careful about rotten eggs. I try to be extra careful with rotten eggs with the apple cider vinegar. I don't care about heartburn so much. Heartburn, my solution to heartburn first is magnets. I'll put magnets over my chest. And if that don't work, then I'm confused. Lately I got an upset stomach. But ginger helps with upset stomach a lot. But if I get an upset stomach after 3 p.m., okay, I got 3 hours. I only consume between 7 and 3. After 3, I won't have anything. All right. After 3. I'm being stared at here. And then I stare at them, and then they stare back at me, and it's like, uh-oh, it's on. So yeah, the upset stomach issue, I've been solving pretty good with ginger, mixing it with milk, putting it in cereal. But if it's not between 7 and 3, I'll just put up with I'll put up with the stomach ache as best. I'm more likely to put up with the stomach ache. So yeah, I mean, this place has Wi-Fi, so I'm guessing I was hoping they wouldn't get a lot of people today, but they do. It's packed, fully packed parking lot right now. And I get stares sometimes. The stare crows, yeah. Some of them stares, they'll call the cops. It's so, you know, I can't tell which person will do it, but so out of the maybe 1 out of 20 of the stares will call the cops. 1 out of 30. It's kind of, you know, there's a chance. You increase your risk. I got some sticks on my roof. And that's probably getting a little attention too. And then they just look in my car and they see the mess that you can see. Would you call the cops if you saw somebody with a mess like this in their car? Yeah, cloves is a good one too. I got cloves. Where do I? Yeah, the whole cloves. I hold on to cloves. If the ginger fails, I turn to cloves. I could have them together. There was another thing like there's a couple others that you just type in Chinese medicine upset stomach. But I definitely would not turn to ginger, or I would not turn to cayenne pepper. There's some things that just don't do anything. There's some things that taste good, like ginger, and they do something. And there's some things that maybe do opposite to that. So you want to be very very cautious. You want to be very aware of what herbs do what. And sometimes I get an upset stomach. It's just out of the blue. I think the seasonal change is causing changes within me. I'm no longer sweating at night. Now I'm more freezing at night. So that's causing changes in me. So I'm having to adjust. I'm actually getting hungry more often. And I don't want to eat outside of 7 to 3, so I'm eating more within 7 to 3 to make up for that extra hunger that I'm developing from the colder weather. I'm moving south. I'm almost into Illinois now, moving south, trying to escape the extreme cold. I don't want to rush things, because I do want to stay in the cold, because it's, you know, I want to go straight south, but I'm really scared of the culture down there. It's scary, the reports that come out of there. I mean, Louisiana was horrible, and it doesn't look better. So I was already west, so I know what the west is like. I don't want to be bored in the west. I want to see what herbs, because I'm a herb hunter. I'm looking for plants too. I like to look at the local vegetation, and I know the vegetation of the West. I mean, I have a different perspective of the vegetation now. Like, I'm looking for more trees to cut, but not until I'm finished with the East. I'm scared of the East, but I'm still more curious. My curiosity's driving me there more, and overcoming my fears, but I'm still cautious. Oh, somebody knows why I'm getting sick? That pan looks like it hasn't been... Oh, yeah, I don't wash things very much. Yeah, my cereal bowl, it's all dirty. That has gotten me sick in the past. And it's a worse problem in the summertime because things mold and rot and stink in the summertime more, and I have to clean. I mean, keeping them out in the sun helps, but it's still more of a risk in the summertime. But the winter time preserves things more. So I don't feel in a rush to cook my eggs. All right, you know, as opposed to letting them sit out, letting these free range organic eggs sit out in 90-degree weather all day. And now it's a cooler weather, and they should preserve better. Yeah, I washed a bunch of clothes a couple days ago, and that's is months and months before that. I wear the same clothes every day. I don't wash. I don't use soaps. They make my skin feel all dry. So on the road for 11 years, I've barely maybe used soap and water once every 6 months or so. I don't really feel a need to it. I don't brush my teeth. They're all dirty after I haven't been to a dentist since I got out of the military, October 99. So look at that. How many years is that? This is October. So 24 years. I haven't been to a dentist in 24 years. At that time, I have had tooth pains, but they've gone away because I figured it out. It's a lack of potatoes, a lack of green beans, or a lack of green grass teas. All right, I have those three things. They got the exact minerals that take away the tooth pain. So as long as I have potatoes, green beans, or green grass, I don't get pain in the back, in this part, one part, pretty much, one part in the back of my teeth, between my teeth, up in the gum area. The pain just goes away. If I have, it's like a detector for lack of vitamins. And sometimes, you know, when I went without potatoes for months and months, and then started eating them, I felt this rush. I felt like a rush to my head, a blood rush to my head. They do something. So yeah, and I don't brush. So in that time, I've had tooth pains. They've come and gone, and they're no tooth pains now. And I haven't done anything except for changing my diet. Primarily potatoes. I got 2 potatoes in the pot here. They probably need to be warmed up. They're just sitting in this liquid. I cooked the eggs on the top and potatoes on the bottom. And I gotta cook some more eggs, so when I warm up my potatoes, I'll cook the eggs, or cook the eggs in the process. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Biggie, for that $1. Biggie, aren't you the one contesting my health? Somebody was really contesting my health a lot, saying I should go to the doctor. I forget. Aluminum? I don't have any aluminum. The potatoes are still in good shape, so they don't. Yeah, they smell okay. Potatoes are a real good overall food. I try to keep 10 pounds of potatoes with me in my car at all times, because sometimes I go to places where I just want to spend a few days and just not leave. And it's nice to at least fall back on the potatoes, to have enough propane to cook cook on my car seat with, and then have potatoes. Had enough water, so it's nice to have resources for outside the city. But I've been kind of hitting stores pretty easily in these parts. I'm not totally enthused about this area, south central Wisconsin. I passed by the House on the Rock. I passed by the cave the Cave of the Mounds. I passed by the Taliesin. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Just yesterday, just last night. And the Taliesin is Frank Lloyd Wright's house. But I mean, he's lived in Arizona. He's designed all over the country. They say that was his house. It's a tourist area not there now, and I only drove by it. He lived on the other side of the river from Spring Green, which I was in Spring Green yesterday. You can make million dishes with potatoes. Nah, just do one. Just boil the potatoes and eat them. They're good with eggs. That's good enough. Because if I mash potatoes, I dirty dishes, okay? I don't want to mash potatoes in dirty dishes. I just take the whole potato and eat it as is. I got to be as efficient as possible because I have limited water, and I don't want to use too much water. All right, unless I have a really good water source, maybe I'll consider mashing, but I'm not going to use dishes too much if I can avoid it. I want to keep everything in its whole form, not mix too much. Even though I got all mixing bowls in here, I got like 5 mixing bowls, but I don't want to mix. I mix for cereal. I had cereal, so that dirties a dish. That needs to be cleaned out. Water source is a good distance away. Oh yeah, thank you, good little boy. Appreciate that. $5. Yeah, you're helping. That's helping for sure. Because I'm making much less these days. I'm getting less cop interaction, so I'm getting less views. YouTube doesn't promote my videos. I'm trying to promote on my car. I need to promote on my car better. In fact, that $5 will probably go to advertisement on my car. I just need to find a good magnet that's going to stay on my car for 65-mile-an-hour drives. I got a Walmart magnet on the back of my car. In fact, I could show it. Yeah, what the heck? I'll show it here. I got a little advertisement on the back of my car because I'm not losing Wi-Fi at all. So, oh yeah, I could turn this around. So this is, and you can see the parking lot is packed full of soccer players. I did not expect that. Look at that. Look at this advertisement. People can see it from a pretty good distance. It's got my name, and this is cardboard with a little gloss on the. It's from Walmart. It's a cheap Walmart magnet that doesn't stay on by itself. Yeah, I carry about 7 gallons of water on me, roughly 6 or 7. I try to, at least. That's what I want. But I use all my magnets here to hold the magnet on, and it can be seen. You got to get kind of close to it. You get far enough away, and you can't see it. But I think some people have seen it. At least it's the advertisement you'll see from the rear side. The advertisement you see on the sides are only these, which are not easy to see. I want something for the front doors and the hood, possibly even the roof. But yeah, I'm gonna need to get into advertising a little bit more because I am hurting for. I'm struggling for money, but I'm cutting back on my expenses as much as I can. But grocery costs are going up, and I look at that GoPro 12, and it's interesting, but I'm not buying it because grocery prices are going up. So I'm not gonna play around with a new $500 GoPro camera as much as curious as I am about it, I'm holding back. Do something crazy on your car. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things you could do to really. I could spray paint the car with stencil. Just say Daily Roamer on YouTube to get attention. But I mean, I'm not trying to. I don't want to have a red flashing car with bright lights. This is for the Daily Roamer primarily. All I do is record on the GoPro 11 with the 155-degree wide lens. What gets me excited about the GoPro 12 is that it's got 177 degrees of field view. And I just wonder, like, how fun that would be to have an even wider field view than 155. 180 is half of 360. So you're looking at the whole 177 is almost 180 degrees full view. And it's just, I'm only a small 155 degrees. Most standards are 130 degrees. Yeah. But I mean, I'm paying over $5 for a box of cereal. This box, in fact, paying over $5 for a box of shredded wheat. Okay. I want to cut back. I want to just hold off, you know. I when I want to go shopping, I go into the woods and I think of things I can make for exercise instead. All right, I don't get excited about electronics because I gotta eat. All right, and exercise as well to keep my blood circulation going for this winter, because there's going to be some cold nights, and to have a good blood circulation is very key. So I want to keep everything moving in an orderly fashion constantly. I don't want to be caught with a stagnation at all. I probably will be, but I want to be caught with if I'm going to get caught with stagnation, I want to be going in with a good spirits at least. Yeah, a disability stick. I should get a disability sticker. Get on disability. I'm close to disability with my bad knee. It is hard to squat. I'm scared to squat, and I put all my weight on my right knee. But I'm gonna use my new equipment to try to strengthen the left knee. If I'm gonna have a painful left knee, I want to have the strongest painful left knee possible by working around it, doing the exercises that don't hurt it, and just have the strength there at least. But I mean, probably don't matter how strong you are. If I bend down just right, the pain will be too much, and no amount of strength is going to overcome the pain, I'm sure. But there's no way I'm getting surgery, so I'm going to deal with it as best I can. Clip coupons and get apps. So, oh, you need to have a house. Yeah, I don't plan on really stopping anywhere. So, yeah, I'm not really filing for anything. I'm not filing lawsuits. I'm not filing for claims, disabilities. I'm not filling out any paperwork for anything. Even taxes. I don't make enough to file for taxes. If they think I owe them money, I'd like to see them, the IRS, present that proof that I owe money, show that I've made enough to owe taxes. Because I don't, my expenses are my expense. If I were to have the same expenses as a normal person living in a house, paying all their bills and all that, I wouldn't be making any money with the amount that I'm earning. You just get on veterans benefits for being a veteran. Yeah, I'm kind of just thinking about maybe I can make a natural crutch, because this is just like too small for the armpits. All I'd need is a thicker stump, and then of course have it longer too, and I could have like a crutch, a natural crutch, nice thick crutch. Those small aluminum crutches are too are just too lightweight and flimsy. Give me a nice big thick crutch. I would cut a bigger piece of this, you know, maybe, and then get it the right length, of course, too. I'm finding the right length to be maybe 5 foot 4 inches, 5 foot 3 inches. I'm at almost 6 foot. It's got to be less than 6 foot so that it feels nice when I'm using it. And then have this wide enough, have a wider one. a nice thick crutch from a natural tree can be pretty comfortable for when I actually really need it. I mean, I got all the sticks I need. And let me just say, I'm really in love with my sticks. I mean, it's like an intimate thing for me. I'm feeling very, I feel like they're like humans. Like I'm dealing with humans. All right. It's human. It's almost human-like. And one piece really got me feeling like that. Let's see here. Where is it? It's kind of a big piece. I don't know. I buried it good. Yeah, I must have buried it good, huh? I wasn't really planning on talking about it too much, but I guess I'm not going to find it anyway. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna see it. Well, I guess I'll just use this as an example, because I was holding on to that stick. I was holding on to the stick, and it felt like a human hand. All right, this is like a human hand to me, but there's the other stick, slightly smaller than this, that felt more like a human hand. This is like the thumb. This is like the fingers you could clasp together. So when I was holding it, I was like, wow. When I was walking and holding it, it's like, wow, this feels like I'm holding a human hand. Like, you know, it's like a loosely holding a human hand with this feeling. And I got that feeling with my my walking sticks too. All right. This is my 4-foot walking stick. See if I can turn it around. Okay. These are like hands to me. All right. When I walk with my walking sticks, I feel like I'm in the grasp of a hand. So as I'm walking, I have great support, and it's really comforting because it's gripping the back of my hand as I'm walking, or it could be like this in the front. But this is like a hand, and all of my walking sticks now have hands. They have thumbs, whereas before I used to go with just a straight stick. Now they have thumbs, and it's very comforting. It's very nice for different applications, and I love it so much. And it's something that I had to figure out on my own. I mean, nobody talks about this stuff. No walking stick maker makes a walking stick like this. Because, I mean, it's just kind of you know, I don't know what's going through their heads. I don't know what was going through my head before, but I'm like, as I get more comfortable with walking sticks, this type of top is my preferred walking stick now. And the issue is that it's harder to find. You could find any straight walking stick out there. That's easy. They're easy to find, but to find one with a thumb, now that's taking it up a step. The quality of the walking stick goes up a step. It's harder to find good ones. And these mostly are from maple trees. The maple have provided me with the thumb sticks. Downed maple trees. Maple trees, they have a lot of good properties. They peel easy. When they dry, they don't make big cracks. They have decent thumbs. They're strong. I mean, there's a lot of good qualities with the different maple trees too. Any maple tree. Oh yeah, I made a little video. Let's see, do you ever miss that cat? I don't think about the cat all the time, but it definitely brought out a certain emotion in me, an attachment. Not, I mean, in playing with the walking sticks doesn't, I mean, when I say the walking sticks are human-like, the cat was more human-like. So the walking sticks are a little less human-like. So I don't have emotions with walking sticks as much as I had with the cat. But yeah, I was thinking that, you know, the old swords from the old days, they have those hand covers, the Civil War swords. They would have a cover for the front of your hand when you're swinging. And even, I guess, even some old-timey cutlass, the old-timey stick, old-timey knives in general, that have a cover. So when you go to smash something, you'd have a hand protection. So there's sticks out there, you know, with a narrowness to them, that have a natural protection for the front of your hand. So when you're going to swing, when you're going to hit something, this sticks out a little too much, but you have protection as you're coming down. And I find that interesting. A scabbard, yeah, there's certain types of swords that they have that protection in the front. Well, you could get a branch, you get a regular stick with that same kind of protection. And I'm gonna bust my window. That's one good thing about having these sticks. I can use them as defense. If somebody tried to shoot me, I could just kind of hold the stick in front, and I would at least slow down a bullet. This would, if I wanted to, like, at least protect my heart from a gunshot, this would slow down a bullet. This thing is pretty thick. May not stop a bullet, but a wooden armor vest, it would stop protect me from strikes in some way. And then I got a good handle too. So yeah, two hands on this. And that's the thing, what I like about the walking stick with two hands is sometimes if I only have one stick with me in the woods, if I really want good support, I use both hands and then drive it into the ground. And I move backwards when I do that. Playing around with these sticks has given me a lot of different thinking. It took me a long time to arrive at this way of thinking, and once I changed my way of thinking in this manner, it sticks. It's sticking with me. So I not only go to the woods for herbs, I'm going to look for sticks to play with. This is kind of a toy. It's a tool, but it's a toy too. I stretch out my muscles, and then sometimes I'll just use it as an elbow rest. You know, it's just sit here with it as an elbow rest. So it's got a lot of uses, a lot of good support, and you know, I could go for another version of this, slightly longer, because I'm finding that this falls slightly short, but I'm very happy with it because it's very mobile. But I could just kind of sit here and rest my elbow, or I think, yeah. I cut down this old walk. This is an old walking stick. It was a little too curved for me, so I replaced it. But I cut the end off to shorten it up, and I got this short thing. It's really not that useful for much, except that I kind of watch videos with it just kind of propped up, and it's just a little something that I keep in the car with me, just because I can prop it up every so often when I want to prop it up and just watch videos. You know, and when I had my just regular sticks, this would barely hold on. So to have the double end helps for holding it up. I like that. It's a nice little feature to play around with. Just ideas of sticks. I'll sit in my car and wonder what else can I do? What am I missing? What other ideas can I think of for playing with my sticks? I mean, I'm sure there's things I'm just not thinking of. There's things that, you know, I look back a year ago, I wouldn't be thinking about sticks in this way now. And I gotta say, this is opening up new opportunities for me by drilling holes into my sticks so that I can create little things, little ladders things or something. It's making holes for 1-inch sticks to put in for various reasons. Ultimately, I want to work muscles that I don't normally work in a way that I can reach failure. I don't want to just do a light little workout. And because well, not with this, because I'm doing different muscles, yeah, it's just one good turn deserves another. I'm doing more, a slightly bit more. Still, it can be better. I could have more space to work with. This car isn't helping a whole lot. The size of this car is limiting my range, but limiting my my movement, but not my range, because I can drive anywhere. Any car I have, you know, this car, I could still get around. All right, let's see. Y'all had, all you had was a kid. All we had were sticks. Yeah, and sticks are really something else. Sticks are great. I don't keep any stones in the car. I don't want any that kind of weights. This kind of weight is good enough. The weight of the wood, and I use them for various things. I keep a couple of tools to help me. Ultimately, all right, what I want is to get I want to cut a bigger piece of this. I'm gaining confidence in my sawing ability. I am confident that I could act, if I wanted to, I could cut off, I could rip a piece like this. I'm getting more confident that I can rip a piece like this. It might take maybe 30 minutes or so, and a lot of effort, but I'm confident I can rip a piece like this. I love this piece of wood. I found this up in North Wisconsin. It was ripped by some sawmill. It was scheduled to be firewood, and I took it because I'm like, oh, this is a calf block, and I've been using it for the past few months, and it is a great calf block. This makes a great calf block. But now, after a few months, I'm finding like I could go for something a little bigger and a little bit longer, because I like it as a table. All right, it could be like a table Okay, and it's like a raised table when it sits on my lap. But I'd like it a little bit longer, and maybe just a little bit thicker. And so I'm willing, when I come across the right piece similar, because in my travels I've come across a lot of cut logs in various states of decay. All right, trails, parks, roads. People cut wood and just leave it. All right, they cut it into sections like this, and then just leave it in full log shape. And I've in all my travels I've come across a lot of cut logs, and now I'm looking at the logs like, yeah, I could actually make use of something that, if it's in good enough shape, I could cut off a piece like this. If there's just a slightly longer log and in good shape, I'm willing to try to shape it to my liking. So I'm keeping my eye open, not only for sticks of various shapes like this, but also logs too that I can cut for a bigger calf block. But also I'm finding that I enjoy doing push-ups. I like doing push-ups on this thing too, because I can adjust my hands a little bit as I push up, and it feels nice. I like that. So I'd like it a little bit longer. Yeah, it's just something that I'm keeping an eye out for. So I look to the woods a lot. I shop in the woods for choices. I keep my eyes open. Like going to the mall. The woods are like the mall for me. I'm not hunting for animals. I'm just looking at the vegetation. So let's see. Chicken night. Fat, you're getting fat. I'm getting fat. So okay, I think this has probably been a long enough. I've been sitting here long enough. I gotta stretch out. So this internet works pretty good here. I'm also showing that I'm in the park, and there's internet. I think there's electricity. Bathrooms are far away. It's really packed right now, but I mean, they're not going to be here all day. All right, so I'm gonna stop this. Oh, wait a second. Let me just do this first. Let's see. How about 30 minutes? Richard gets 30 minutes. Thanks, Richard. Okay, but I'm gonna stop this anyway. So just wanted to at least cancel Richard out before I leave. So thanks for visiting. Thanks for the donations, and have a good day.